Nick came into the athletic training room after sustaining a torn ACL back in 2021 in the spring when they were just playing a couple of spring games.
We were playing against Syracuse in the spring. It was cold. 30 seconds later, ball in behind, kind of tried to jump around a defender, and when I stepped to run past him to chase after the ball, I just felt everything snap. I actually remember telling my coach, I was jogging off and I said, there's no way this can be my ACL because it doesn't hurt enough, right?
Waiting to get MRI results and stuff like that to kind of solidify what was going on. Came back as a test. MRI came back with results being positive for an ACL tear.
Mentally, it wasn't that difficult for me because I'm the kind of person who, if things happen, that's just the way it is, right? So I just focused right away on my recovery, and I'd never asked myself, oh, why me, why all that stuff. I just worked hard.
Anytime you have a surgical intervention, you create small goals to get, obviously to get to the end game, which is the big goal, getting them back on the field. The beginning stages of any rehab, the goals are mainly to get range of motion, reduce some pain, reduce some swelling. And then as he gets more and more involved in his rehab, we're looking to build strength, gain more confidence in his leg. And then as that gets more and more, we start building more and more goals to get achievable, to get him back on the field.
One of the difficult parts was knowing when to kind of relax or, listen to my body.
When you're doing rehab with someone, you can have one person who could be super eager to get going, or someone you have to kick in the butt and light a fire under their butt a little bit. Nick was the opposite. He was so hungry to get back on the field. He was doing a little bit too much too soon, and we had to pull him back a little bit to make sure he was ready for all that stuff. Typically, any student athlete who gets rehab is usually 2 to 3 times a week with us as a staff of professional PT, myself and one of the PTs. And then on the off days that they're not with us, they're usually working with their athletic trainer.
He knows how to get the best out of me and how to push me in the right way. And he's almost like a second father to me, right? Like we're very close, and as I said, that makes it that much more fun and easier.
The most rewarding for me is the end stages of the rehab, where you're kind of getting more involved with the sport-specific or functional training to see how they're going to do getting back on the field and take the demands of the sport that they want to do. I had no concern with Nick getting back on the field. I knew Nick was a strong kid and knew he put in a lot of work and a lot of effort to get to the point where he was, safe and able to produce the way he did. And obviously he had a phenomenal year this year.
The first time back on the field, that was an emotional moment for sure. It really kind of made me think of how much work we did and how far we come.
He's put in a lot of work in everything he's done so far. So no matter what he does, he'll be successful wherever he does.
I have made so many relationships here that I know will last a lifetime, which is something I'm extremely grateful for.
So the relationship between Pro PT and St. John's University is phenomenal. To have the ability to work with these Division I athletes, getting them back on the field is the most rewarding.
I enjoy already kind of working out, doing all those little things, but as I said before, when you do it with people like them, it's amazing.